I think it's time for another coloring book haul. I know a lot of you enjoy looking at coloring book haul videos, and I have one for you today. I am sharing with you all of the coloring books that I bought in September. Let's get into it. The first coloring book that I have is The Miniature Enchanted Forest by Johanna Basford. This I bought from Michael's. And here is a quick glimpse of this little bitty book from Johanna Basford. She does have a bigger version of the Enchanted Forest. However, I don't have the bigger book. I just opted to get the itty bitty book or the miniature book. And I think that is good enough for me for now. This is how it looks inside. I've colored a little bit in here because I shared with you some of my completed pages that I did in September. And this is some of what I did right here. And I'm probably going to zoom you in because you might not be able to see these illustrations all that well. There we go. So this is the miniature coloring book, Enchanted Forest. And this is what is in this book. There's a lot of little pages in here. Of course, I'm not going to flip through everything, but I do always want to show you the illustrations because I will never forget someone's telling me to slow down. So that's why I try to go slower when I do my coloring book hauls now. The paper, of course, is very good. You can use markers on here if you want to, water-based. Yeah. So this is Enchanted Forest. If you don't want to color a big picture, then this is miniature and you can finish it fairly quickly. That's what I like about this book. Yeah, so let me flip from the back here. There is also a fold-out page in the back of the book as well as in the front of the book. I don't think I mentioned that right here. Here are some of the photos or illustrations in Johanna Basford's Enchanted Forest. I like the illustrations. I think they're cute. I actually just love her illustrations, period. I just have to get the courage up to color more in her book than what I have been doing lately. So this is the Enchanted Forest miniature by Johanna Basford. Up next, I have two books that I bought from Walmart. This one being A Million Sea Creatures by Lulu Mayo. The thing that I noticed about Lulu Mayo's books is that you probably need to put paper between each page, even if you are using colored pencils, because the ink kind of gets on the other page from her illustrations. I've noticed that. So when I put a sheet of paper behind an illustration, I tend to get a copy of that actual illustration on the paper. That's what I don't like about her book. The ink from her illustrations bleeds over onto the other illustrations. So make sure you stick a piece of paper under there, even if you're using colored pencils. I have colored a little bit in here, just playing around with it, as you can see. But these are very cute illustrations. Very cute. I love this. Love it. So if you have a Walmart in your area, you may see this book on the shelf. I actually saw it on the shelf recently when I went into Walmart, which was yesterday at the filming of this video. So yeah, this is a cute book. I really like it. Look at that. That is too cute. But yeah, this is Lulu Mayo's Sea Creatures. A Million Little Sea Creatures. Yeah, look at the seahorse. That is it. I hope you got a good look at what's in this book here. This is not a large book. It's more like a little planner type of size, but it's a good, nice size. It's not a big book, so you don't have to color a whole lot. It's just very, like a little amount of items on a page to color, which I like that. This is A Million Sea Creatures by Lulu Mayo. The next book that I have is also a Walmart purchase, and it is the Golden Girls Color by Number coloring book. It says, color your world golden, blue, green, red, orange, and violet. And they have the pictures here, how they're supposed to look, and the color key is in the back of the book with more of the illustrations, how they're supposed to look according to the color key. This is the cover page here, and this is color by number. This is by Thunder Bay Press. The Golden Girls, and these pages do tear out, so it's perforated pages here. You can tear them out if you like. But I think that a lot of these illustrations are based on some of the episodes that Golden Girls had or had. This is, to me, an intricate and detailed color by number book, and it's a fairly big book. 92 pages. And the pages are not little pages. They're 8 by 11, I believe. Pretty big. They may be even bigger than that. So that is it for the Golden Girls Color by Number coloring book by Thunder Bay Press. The next book that I have is one that I bought from my local BJ's Warehouse. I saw this and it kind of goes with the book that I just showed you, the Color by Number book, except this is a word search book. It has quips, quotes, and a coloring book in here. So here is how it looks inside. This is also by Thunder Bay Press as well. If you like to do word searches, this is a nice book coloring page here and the word search. Another coloring page. I think some of these pages were taken from the Color by Number book. I think, don't quote me on that. But we have word search here. I'm going to flip in the back and go through. In the back of the book, they actually have the answers to the word searches. They call it solutions. But this is not color by number. This is just a regular coloring book. And the paper is very good. It's heavy paper. It's not thin at all. Very good paper. You truly are one chromosome away from being a potato. Oh my goodness. That's what they talk about, the quotes and the quips that are in here as well. Keep calm and eat cheesecake. The Golden Girls, Word Search, Quips, Quotes, and Coloring Book. The next couple of books that I have are all from Hobby Lobby. This is the Cute Kawaii Coloring Book. This is how it looks inside. This is Chartwell Books. I don't know about you, but I'm getting into this little kawaii stuff, and sometimes I just like to color little individual things. That's it. The paper in this book is okay. It's kind of thick, but it's not card thick, if you know what I mean. But it's not paper thin either. It has desserts in here, which sometimes I like to color to practice coloring those types of things. These little illustrations or little kawaii people look like what I see in Lulu Mayo's books. I think it is so cute. It's really, really cute. Oh my goodness. As you can see, I have not really looked through this book, so I'm excited. I think the illustrations are super cute in here. Look at that. Too cute. Too cute. When Hobby Lobby was having their 40% off sale, that's when I bought some books from them and I got a pretty good discount off of these books. This is the Cute Kawaii coloring. It says color super cute cats, sushi clouds, flowers, monsters, sweets, and more. The next book I have also from Hobby Lobby is this one. This is On the Bright Side coloring book, floral patterns to help you relax, unwind, and focus on the good. This is by Elise Burns. This is the illustrator, Miss Elise. She provides coloring tips, which I like. And then she also has a coloring sequence. She also has a pick your palette page, and there's a swatch color testing page here. She tells you how to use this book. And here is a page. And on the back of this page, she has it's called coloring worksheet. And that's why I bought this book, because I like the way it's set up. She has the coloring worksheet. You have colored by, coloring materials, what you use, swatches, and then she has a nice little quote here. And I'll read it to you. What is one great thing that happened in your life this week, month, and year? It's not really a quote. It's just something to give you food for thoughts. This is the book, and I really do like this. I like it. That's why I bought it. Don't wait until you're ready. I know that's right. Just go ahead and do it. The paper is pretty good too, if you're wondering about that. It's not paper thin. It's good quality paper. It's not too thick, but yet and still it's not too thin. Let me go back to that. The world is better because you're in it. I like that. So that is this book. The next book that I bought from Hobby Lobby is the Creative Haven book, Enchanting Oceans. And this is by Marty Noble. I do like Creative Haven books. I have a collection of them, and I like them. That's why I keep buying them. I like the paper. I like the illustrations that they have. This has 31 illustrations in here, and that is cute. Seahorse. I'm going to start at the back. I always start at the back here. Look at that. That is too cute. That is cute. I'm just going to give you a quick flip here. The pages are perforated, so you can tear the page out if you like. That is it for this book. This is the Enchanting Oceans coloring book from Creative Haven. The illustrator is Marty Noble. The last book that I have that I bought from Hobby Lobby is this one. This is Creative Haven Calm coloring book by Miriam Adato. This is more like I think of this book as a mandala type of book, but these are just simple designs that you can color to be calm. Hence the name of the book is Calm. It has 31 illustrations in here. This paper is okay, but it's not like the best. Just in case you're wondering about it, but it's not paper thin. But if you're going to use markers, you just know what to do with that. Put something behind the paper so it doesn't bleed through. The next book I have is Mouse Guard Coloring Book by David Peterson. And I bought this because of another YouTuber, Miss Coloring View. I think her name is Pam, and she also has another channel called A View is a View. When I first learned about this coloring book, she was talking about how hard it was to find. And I went to Amazon and I decided I was not going to pay Amazon prices. What A View is a View did, or Coloring View is her channel, she shared where she ordered this book from, and I went to that website and ordered the book there as well. This book came from Goodwill. It said that it is used, but it is in very good condition. It hasn't been marked up or colored in or anything. I think when I ordered this book from the website, and I'll put the website up on the screen so that you can go there if you're interested in this Mouse Guard coloring book. To me, this is a collector's item because of how much it costs. This book, I believe, is on Amazon going for $80, 80 something dollars. But I also have seen this book priced as high as $200 plus dollars. I paid about 50 something dollars for it plus shipping. It all equaled out to be like $64. Yeah, I know that's a lot of money to pay for a coloring book, but this is one of a kind. This is also, I do believe, a collector's item, so that's why I bought it. I do like the illustrations in here. Very, very nice. The paper is superb. Superb paper. There are illustrations on front and back. In the back of the book, it says about the author, and his name is David Peterson, and it tells more about him. Mouse Guard Coloring Book by David Peterson. The rest of the books that I have are books that I ordered from Amazon. The first one is Spooky Coloring Book by Sarah. This is a book that I bought because of one of my coloring buddies, Miss Bobini Creates. And I haven't colored anything in here yet, but I will. I do like the illustrations. I think they are cute. Very cute. The paper is nice. It's cardstock. It's good stuff. So if you want to use a different medium other than colored pencils, you can do that. So this is the Spooky Coloring Book by Sarah that I ordered from Amazon. Next, I have Color It Steampunk, and I'm going to quickly flip through. I don't know how I feel about this book, but nevertheless, I bought it. The paper in Color It is very nice. The paper is usually kind of like a cardstock. So if you want to use alcohol markers or any other type of medium other than colored pencils, you are able to do that in this book. This is Steampunk from Color It with the illustrator Mubarak. Up next, I have a book from Johanna Basford. It says Johanna's Christmas, and Christmas is coming up, and I wanted to have a Christmas book. We have something to color inside the cover. It's a fold out cover here. And then Johanna Basford, Christmas title page here. This book belongs to page. And she gives you the introduction and instructions for coloring in this book. And I'm going to start in the back. And this is Johanna's Christmas by Johanna Basford. The next book I have is The Secret Garden, which is the 10th anniversary limited edition. And it says an inky treasure hunt and coloring book. And I think there are some flip throughs of this here on YouTube if you're curious about that. She has a cover on top of the book here. And if you want to, you can color this. Now, this material is a different texture. It's not like paper. It's kind of plasticky. It has like a covering on it. So I don't know what type of medium one can get away with using here. If you want to color that, I guess you could. And then this is the actual book. I'm going to flip through it fairly quickly. We have the This Book Belongs to page here. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. There we go. And here it says there are hidden treasures inside this book. It says, "Welcome to my inky world of gardens." That is it. This is Johanna Basford's Secret Garden. Up next, I have Stained Glass Countryside Scenes, color by number. I have done a flip through of this. So if you want to see the full flip through of this, I'm going to link it up into the cards, but I'll also put it in the description as well. Up next, I have Garden of Fairy Tale Animals by Kanoko Igusa. And I do like her books. Her paper is very good. I like that. And I'm going to start in the back and just work my way to the front. I love her illustrations. That is why I have all three of her books. I do love them. They are busy. So if you don't mind being busy with your coloring, then you probably will like her books. The next book that I have, also by Kanoko Agusa, is Symphony of Cute Animals, a curious coloring book adventure. I love how she has some of the pages already colored. Symphony of Cute Animals by Kanoko Agusa. The next book I have is from Coco Wayo. This is called God Bless You. I bought this because one of my Instagram friends told me that she thought about me when she saw this book. So I went and I checked it out and I actually ended up buying it. Let's take a look inside. I have been coloring in this book, but I wouldn't say it's my best. I've been practicing on doing letters. This is how it looks inside. If you are into inspirational, spiritual type of messages, then you might like this book. The paper is just okay. It's kind of thin, but it's not bad. Again, I was pretty much practicing my letters. I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick flip through here. And on the back, it has some of the pages that are in here. So you can see. And on the back of the book, they tell you about who they are. Who is Coco Wayo? I have quite a few of books like this. And what I find is that there's nothing against Coco Wayo. But what I find is that a lot of the illustrations look similar. So that's just what I've been noticing. And some of the messages are similar. But this paper is a little bit on the thin side. Feels like copying paper to me. I started coloring something in here, as you can see. I think I don't even know what I used here. I think it was alcohol markers. I started coloring that. That's a whip. If you're interested in this book, I, of course, will have everything that I share with you listed in the description box. And if you see something you like, feel free to click the link. So this is God Bless You by Coco Wayo. These are all the coloring books that I bought in September. Thank you so much for lending me your ears, eyes, and your time. If you have any questions or comments, you know what to do. Put your comments in the comment section and I'll be down in the comments to engage with you. Until next time, keep coloring. Bye.